Attention bowlers, we're going to get started. Welcome to the money match at Exeter Bowling Lanes Shooter Sports Pub in Exeter, New Hampshire. Hello everyone, I'm Steve Kelly and this is Justin Scali. This is going to be an awesome match.
Yeah, good to be with you. Thanks for filling in for my partner there, Bob Lee, in the last at the last minute.
Yeah, no worries. So it's going to be, we even got Joey Lister high-fiving us on the way over.
All right.
So it's going to be 5 great games of Campbell Bowling, scratch match, total pinfall wins with a huge pile of money.
More on that as we go along. This is the 17th edition.
Yeah.
As Sean Baker starts out half Worcester right.
The good old 2-drop.
Nate Lees also hits a 3-pin on his first ball, carries a few extra.
It's more than 2. Baker to the left of the head pin leads the 1-6-10.
I don't think that 6-pin's going to stay.
And the same thing for Nate Lees. Makes our job easy.
All right, Baker with an 8.
8 through 1 for Nate. I mean, Nate. Sean Baker. Nate Lees with a 7 through 1.
And Nate's just trying to get the 2 over there in the corner and doesn't get anything for a 7 bucks. So Sean Baker with the early 1-pin lead.
Yeah. So we're in the money this evening. This is Money Match 17. Nate Lees and Joey Lister versus Aaron Fontaine and Sean Baker. We're Justin Scali and Steve Kelly here in the broadcast booth. We think you're going to love it. Here's Sean Baker.
Yep, gets on the head pin that time. 3, 9, and 10. Nate Lees on the Brooklyn side, striking box 2.
With the opening ceremonies for the Marks Department, Nate Lees starts it out. And Sean Baker not far behind him with a spare of his own.
Yeah, goes right of the stripe and plows everything right back. The ball jumps and takes the 10.
Very well done.
Spare in the second for Sean Baker. Sean Baker, Aaron Fontaine, the 2-time reigning champions. They won their title initially with victory over Kai Hunt, John Morrison, as Baker rips right through the middle. That's a 5 on his spare fill. 23 through 2.
Spread eagle minus the 10. Maybe that wood can help him.
They looking to double up. Beautiful ball in the 1-3 pocket this time. Leaves the 7 and the 8. Very favorable piece of wood. Baker goes left, takes out 2.
I like the wood for Lees.
No, drops it behind the line. So,
oh, man.
So that'll be an 8 fill, 25 through 2.
It happens to everybody.
It does happen to everybody. Baker checks out 2 for a 9.
Lees
misses the second, gets it on the 3rd.
What could have been.
What could have been.
But
so
that 35 after 3 for Lees, 32 through 3 for Sean Baker, right?
Yep, yep, that is correct.
Perfect.
Quick lead change back in favor of the challengers. Baker on the 1-2 pocket. Ooh, diamond right and the 7. No wood to help.
Gotta love that.
A little drop, but not too bad.
Lees has the 6-7.
He's got the 6-7. Piece of wood. Oh, all right. Let's see. Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe helpful.
Oh, Baker with a beautiful shot.
Baker picks us a wonderful spare.
I'm not sure how much that wood's going to help, but he's got to go over by the 6-pin anyway. Nope.
He'll drift into the center. Hopefully not too intimidated by the 2-time money match champion in recent matches, Sean Baker.
And that is an 8, 43 through 4 for Nate Lees.
43 versus 42 and a bonus for Sean Baker.
Get a fill ball here for the lead.
Sean Baker has gone 3 for 4 on the head pin with all 3 head pin shots being splits.
Oof.
And there's another.
There's another one, but a very favorable piece of wood.
And most importantly, an 18 in the 4th.
That gets him at 50 through 4. Nate with a splash. He's got the 6-7 again.
He loves that leave, doesn't he?
Got an extra piece of wood. Baker. Oh, no way. No way.
Wanted that one. Sometimes even if it's favorably set up, it won't go for you.
Guess he needed to be a little further to the left. And nope.
Lees takes the 6, leaves the 7.
Interesting sound on that one.
Yeah. Well, as we know, the pins here are those new American Products pins, right?
That's right.
So they make a little bit different sound.
All right, 9 for Baker, 10 for Lees.
And
So the champs up 59-53.
And it is halftime. The bowlers will switch every 5 boxes before we rotate to the other pair. Sean Baker 59, Nate Lees 53.
As the anchormen come up, Joey Lister on the left, and maybe one of the hottest bowlers in the game the second half of the season. Against Aaron Fontaine, this year's Pro Series Bowler of the Year.
And Aaron Fontaine, I know I had the honor of getting stomped by him in the Pro Series singles knockout in the in the second round. Threw an excellent 130-40 something against me.
And great hit, terrible break. 5, 6, and 7 with no wood to help.
A 5 lead for Lister, missed the head pin.
Yep, 1, 3, 7, 8, 10. No wood to help for him as well. See which way Aaron decides to play this. He's going at the 6 pin. That's all he gets. Ooh, wait a minute.
Oh, Lister might get it. Oh, no.
Was going to come back and trip it. But nope, everything but the head pin.
I thought I had a chance. Fontaine with a 9.
And Lister with a 10.
Squeaks it by. So, folks, some housekeeping today. Candlepin bowling is based out of New England and Canada. It's a bit different from 10-pin. We don't clear the dead wood around the pins if there's 3 balls per frame if no strikes or spares are thrown. The game is a lot more difficult than 10-pin with more entropy and much smaller targets. No oil patterns compared to 10-pin. And bowlers in our traveling ACST league presently average between 82 and 128 at the extreme ends to give you an idea of what the skill landscape is. That's a 5 drop for Lister and a 6 drop for Fontaine.
Fontaine, diamond right, no wood. Lister, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 9. And Fontaine cuts away that diamond. Lister wide left leaves just the head pin.
Lister keeping it perfect with a 20 through 2 with 2 10s, and Fontaine on the board with a mark.
19 in the ball for Aaron Fontaine.
Okay, let's double click on that spare shot again on that diamond. Those are hard shots to get, and he actually hit it pretty full. I was worried about that.
But that's the crazy thing with that diamond. Sometimes even if you go hit full, if you hit it just right, you get that splash effect and it'll all go.
Yeah. Ooh.
Quarter Worcester for Lister. Say that 3 times fast.
Quarter Worcester Lister. Quarter Worcester.
And Fontaine with a 6 fill. He's got 4 horsemen right. And he runs them down 2 in a row. Says,
yeah.
Coming from the guy who used to live near Worcester.
That's confusing.
Yeah.
Another 6-7 leave. Our 3rd one of the night.
And that's a 9.
Breaking his perfect clean game streak so far. 29 through 3 for Lister, 35 in a bonus through 3 for Fontaine. So the match format for the money match is 5 strings. Grand total pinfall wins.
Yep, $2,500 kitty. Each bowler thrown in $500 of their own money. And Rob Ficara, our esteemed proprietor here, as usual, throws in another $500. And as Lister with a nice Brooklyn hit strike in the 4th. Rob is throwing in a special one-time bonus for this match. More on that in a second.
6-pack right side attempt failed for Aaron Fontaine. Drinks 2 of the 6 cans. 3, 6, 10, 8 left on the deck.
Will look to clean up, get what he can. Just 2 for an 8. That's going to put Aaron at 47 through 4. Joey Lister 39 sitting on a strike.
And here was that shot by Joey Lister. Look at that clean hit on the 1-2 pocket. Beautiful, and the 6 fell last.
Down they go. And Fontaine sits down with a strike of his own.
That's an answer right there.
Lister a little full, drop 6, 2, 4, 7 on the left, 6 on the right. And
just a light nudge on the 2.
Light nudge on the 2, a little hang time on that ball. Probably grabbed the lane a little later than he would have wanted.
And it's another variation of the 6, 7, 10.
So
7 fill, 9 box.
55 half for Joey Lister. Aaron Fontaine at 57. So we're halfway through string 1.
So Joey Lister and Nate Lees are at 108. Sean Baker and Aaron Fontaine are at 116. There's one open mark on Team Fontaine and Baker. And now back to Nate Lees and Sean Baker on the opposite pairing lanes.
Nate drops 3, takes out the 3, 6, and the 9. Baker another head pin hit. He dropped 6, 5, 6, 7, and 10. A couple pieces of wood. Got that cluster of 6 on the head pin. Takes out everything but the head pin.
Everything but the object.
I think Baker's going to want to go on the left side of this piece of wood here. Oh, and Nate steals it.
Oh, he got it. Wow, that took a little while.
Head pin.
I was going to say, geez.
A head pin falls late for a spare.
That actually outran my replay buffer.
Oh no!
By far.
I was going to say I would like to see a replay.
Yeah.
Of that. That'll have to be in my.
Well, I'll have to fish it out later.
That'll have to be in the post-production analysis. Yeah, make a short out of that one, will you?
Yeah, definitely. We've had no shortage of, pun intended, of very late falling marks at Exeter, courtesy of the wood that can just get some power to it when it moves.
Yeah.
That's Lees with a 5 fill.
Nate fills his spare with 5. Baker, oh wait, they're still going for him.
Ooh. 8 eventually.
Baker's got the 1 and the 7. Nate's got 4, has been left, and the 8. Piece of wood out to the right that shouldn't come into play. And he gets just 3. Baker tried to maybe hit the head pin in that piece of wood at the same time. Oh, ooh. Head pin pops straight up, comes right back down.
Bonked its head on the ceiling.
Yep. There's a lanes and games bounce. Vintage years. Nate with a 9, 77 through 7. Baker gets the Baker with a 9, also 77 through 7. Wood goes one way, ball goes up.
That makes it real easy for us when the numbers are all the same. 77.
Lead is down to 2.
Making it real easy.
Nate
but
off to the right again.
Makes it competitive though.
Yep.
Still early, but.
Baker, 7 pin, does go late.
No split.
No split. 3 and the 6. Nate got the 6 back with a piece of wood in back. And was hoping the wood would help trip the 5 over, not so much. But as Baker picks up the 2-pinner, 87 through 8 with the ball in hand. Nate checks out for the 10. He's also at 87 through 8. So as I mentioned before, in our pre-match group chat, Rob Ficara offered up a extra financial bonus for this match. So for this match only, if any of our bowlers throws a 150 string or better, they get an extra bonus of $100. If it's 170 string or better, he gets a $250 bonus. So haven't had one of these in a while. Rob's willing to throw his money around, I guess.
He sure is. Yeah, when they're spread out a little bit more than they have been compared to the previous first 15 or so.
Yeah.
Then
on average, at least.
Got to make them come back to something exciting.
Oh.
There's a spare there for Baker.
And he gets a friendly bounce off the wood. So Baker with a 9 goes 9 fill and then picks up another one. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, say that's 106 and a bonus for Baker, I believe, and then 95 through 9 for Lees.
That is correct. Bowlers are using the overhead telescores here in Exeter, so quick confirmation.
Yes, as always, I like to always stress the broadcast scoreboard's unofficial. We're following them.
Oh, beautiful ball by Nate, but a terrible break. 8 and the 10 with a couple pieces of wood. As Baker looking for 3 marks in a row.
But 2 19s in a row ain't bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Nate with the 8 and the 10. Let's see which piece of wood he decides to go at. He goes left.
Oh, good try.
Spun something right behind the 10 pin. Baker for 3 in a row. He's got it. 125 in the ball for Sean Baker. Nate with a 10 finishes out with a 105.
And Now for the bonus ball for Sean Baker.
And
Ooh.
that is a
5 fill, I believe.
5 fill for an even 130.
Just a paltry 130 for Sean Baker. Just another day in the office with 5 marks.
Yep.
And he went 8 for 10 on the head pin with 5 splits, but still a 130 despite those 5 splits.
Despite the 5 splits.
Nate Lee's a little bit more of a rough first game, but still finished it off with a 105 triple digits. So not a disaster. It's also still very early in this 5-game series.
Yep,
so now let's go to Aaron Fontaine and Mr. Joey Lister next.
Yep, we are early in this match for sure. A long way to go.
Any bowler can get hot or cold at any moment.
Joey Lister wide left, dropping 6. 1, 3, 7, and the 9. Couple pieces of wood.
It started as a 3 drop, so that's pretty good for what he hit.
Fontaine working on a strike. Drops.
Ooh.
8 on the first ball as the 1 and the 2 fall late.
Not bad.
All right,
Lister
Lister
no
wide
good.
left. Got the 1, 3, and the 7 left for his 10 bucks. Aaron's got the 4 and the 7, 2 pieces of wood. Got to be a little careful here, but yep.
Stuffed. 9 fill for Aaron.
Yeah, we needed to be a little more head on that piece of wood. Ooh. I think right on the stripe would have driven everything right back for him.
Lister 8, Fontaine 9.
Yep.
63 through 6 for Lister, 75 through 6 for Fontaine.
The match is 37.
Baker Fontaine currently leading by 37 with that 205 to Lister and Lee's 168.
As Joey Lister with a beautiful ball, striking the 7th, his 2nd of the string.
Fontaine in response to the left of the head pin.
Yep.
Takes a few out. Looks like 4. 2x2 grid and then the 8 and the 10. Full on the 1-3, leaves the 8 and the 10. Joey Lister with his 2nd strike of the game. Fontaine with 3 marks in the game, 1 strike. Both of these bowlers in this pair, three head pin shots so far and 1 split apiece. Fontaine's shooting for a 10 here. He's waiting for the wood to settle.
Yep. 8 and the 10, he's probably just going to go try to pick 1 pin. Oh,
Or
never mind.
or neither.
So that is an 8.
8 for Fontaine, 83.
83 through 7. Joey Lister's 73 sitting on a strike. Trying to cut into the lead.
Lister looking to capitalize with the strike fill.
Splash.
9. 7 pin leave. Aaron Fontaine, head pin.
And down they go.
See ya.
A lighter mix on his ball.
That seems to
But
be
they all
working
go
for
down.
him.
But they all go down. Ooh, Joey just slides right by the 7. 9 fill on the strike, 82 through 7. And this is in the exact same spot. 91 through 8.
There's that strike by Aaron Fontaine again in case you missed it. 1-2 pocket. Odd break.
Hit him thin, watch him spin.
Could have been a check mark had it broke in a slightly different way. But it worked out. Lister.
And mixing, they're still mixing, they're still mixing.
8-9. Fontaine on a mark.
And fills it with 9
So far.
so far. That's right. That's right. 8 and the 9 for Joey. He gets just the 8. Fontaine. Ooh,
He's
just puts the
got it.
4 pin. That spare on strike. As Lister gets the 10. So Aaron's sitting at 103 through 8, 113 and a ball in the 9th. Joey Lister at 101 through 9.
And then 113 for Fontaine and a bonus.
Yep. Champs opening up a lead early.
Fontaine and Baker pulling ahead a little early here.
As the 5 pin hesitated, then falls into the 3. Fontaine drops 7. And wants that piece of wood to get in the gutter, and there it goes. And Lister picks up the 7-pin for a spare, with a little assist from the piece of wood. Aaron 3, 6, 10, runs it down, 3 in a row of his own to finish the string. Sean Baker finishes 3 in a row. Aaron saying, hey, anything you can do, I can do as well.
130 and counting for Fontaine, 111 and counting for Lister.
I don't think that's right, actually. 73, 80,
Sure.
70, Aaron 75.
Let me know if it's different.
Okay. Now Aaron at 70.
Whoop, whoop. Looks like 8.
8 for a 138.
Yep, 138
You got
for
it?
Fontaine. I see is there 117 for Lister up there?
I was looking at it wrong. I was looking at
Yep,
something wrong.
117.
Yep. All right.
Yep, we are good.
Confirmed.
We are
So
good.
At the end of one, the two-time defending champions of Aaron Fontaine and Sean Baker take a 268 to 222 lead over the challengers of Joey Lister and Nate Lees.
All right.
Long way to go.
Long way to go, and we're only done game 1 of 5 here on the Money Match, episode 17 from Exeter Bowling Lanes in Exeter, New Hampshire. Justin Scali and Steve Kelly on the call. Great to have you along with us this evening on Sunday night, April 19th, 2026, about 5:50 p.m. local time in Exeter, New Hampshire. We're going to take a walk down to the second game here with Nate Lees and Sean Baker leading off.
Right. I'm sure everyone was aware of how many of you have seen the post, but like you mentioned earlier about the new American product pins that are installed here at Exeter Lanes. They are now officially ICBA sanctioned.
Yes.
Which I was unaware that they weren't. So
They were not, but yeah, I remember I was talking with
Spread Eagle for Nate Lees.
There we go. I remember I was talking with Micah about that. Yeah, we're hearing. I was like, is that going to be sanctioned at some point? And then the post came right in. We're like, okay, debate over.
Yep. Baker a little full on the 3-pin, and they go.
Don't hurt him.
And Nate right through the middle. Don't forget, $25 bonus if anyone makes a spread eagle, a clean spread eagle for a spare, courtesy of Candlepin Bowling Network.
Lees will take a 5-box. Baker with a 10 and a bonus. There's that shot on it again. He nudged it down really lightly, and the 10-pin was just ever so slightly coerced to go down. Look at that. There it goes.
Today's match is simulcasted on Candlepin Bowling Network and 3-ball spare.
Baker. 6 fill. Split.
Nail wide left is getting a friendly bounce.
That's a split, but no head pin for Nate Lees. 6-8-10.
Wind's spinning around quite a bit today.
Yeah, the decks must be cleaned and degreased.
Yes.
I remember we did that was done at Lakeside for the best 5 of 7 tournament, and you could feel it.
Oh yeah.
When it's freshly cleaned. Baker no good on the spare.
All right.
No mark for either bowler.
Looked like Nate was going to get a little friendly bounce off the wall there, but not so much. All right, Baker with a 9, 25 through 2. Nate with a 10, 15 through 2.
So in the first game, Team Baker-Fontaine had an advantage of 47 pins. And they come into the second game, continuing that lead for the moment. Mr. Baker will take 7 down, 2-4-7.
With a friendly piece of wood out in front. Nate a little full. 2-4-7 on the left, 6 on the right. He's looked at this already today. Anything on the right half of this piece of wood should carry back. Except there, I guess.
A commentator's curse.
Except there, I guess.
You can't imagine the shots that I've like pre-called as marks and then they didn't end up being marks.
Yep.
Not a good feeling.
All right. Baker waiting for the wood to settle down.
There's something about lane 10 with the 6 and the 7 pins. That's just been happening a lot in some form or another tonight.
Baker gets a 10. Oh, Nate with a 9, good cover on the baby split. 24 through 3 for him. Sean Baker sitting at 35 through 3. These two were part of the original money match back in May of 2021. Sean Baker at that time was bowling with his good buddy Sean McKinley. And Nate Lees was bowling with Nick Zeffaletto.
Mr. Freshie.
Mr. Freshie, that's right. He crosses over, striking the fourth. He needed that one.
He sure did.
Baker looking at the 3-6-10 again. Yep.
See ya.
Nothing in the way this time. Clean spare for Sean Baker. Nate Lees with this is now his 5th appearance in the Money Match Series. He's got a 120.65 average over his 4 appearances. Sean Baker, this is his 7th appearance. And Sean Baker, strike on spare to sit down. 55 through 4, 65 plus 2 at the half.
Lee's dropped it a little early.
Breaks up the split, 3 in the 6 left.
I heard the sound of that ball colliding with the vicinity of the foul line, and you hate that noise if you know what it is.
Yeah. You only don't mind it if the ball goes where you want it to.
Right.
And Nate just slides by. 9 on the fill, 43 through 4. And a 9:52 at the half.
And 65 and a bonus for Baker by the looks of it with that strike on spare.
Champions are threatening to pull away on this one early.
Correct. 333 for Fontaine and Baker at the moment. 274 for Lister and Lees, a difference of 59 in Baker Fontaine's favor. They got to come up with a team name or something.
Right.
It's Baker Fontaine and Lees Lister. On your right is Aaron Fontaine. On your left is Joey Lister. Aaron Fontaine will lead off first. Almost a backdoor strike.
Almost. He's the 1, the 2. Lister in the 1-2 pocket, leaves 5-7-8. No one to help. As that piece makes it official, goes in the gutter. And Fontaine covers the 2-pinner. Oh. Little too full on the 5-pin there for Joey. And then grabs the 8 for a 9. As I mentioned before, Aaron and Sean, 2-time defending champions. They won their title initially with a 1273 to 1172 victory over the duo from Maine of Kai Hunt and Sean Morrison. Fontaine fills his spare with 7. As Lister drops 9, leaves a 4-pin with a plank right in front. Aaron and Sean defended last time out, 1173 to 1144 victory over another main duo of Mark Webber and Mark Carrier, as Fontaine and Lister match spares. 2 in a row to start the string for Fontaine, 27 in a ball. Joey Lister, 19 in a ball. Sean Baker with a 595 last time out. Aaron Fontaine with a 578. Fontaine, light hit, drops 9-10. 6 into the 3 late. Those 2 of the last to go is Aaron Fontaine with 3 in a row to start the 3rd string. Sorry, excuse me, the 2nd string. 2, 4, and 6 for Joey.
Ooh,
trying
good bid.
to play it off the wall, and it just died.
I was going to say, we're moving fast, but not that fast. Still approaching halftime of the 2nd game.
Right. 3 marks in a row in the 2nd string.
10 for Lister.
Joey gets the 10, 36 through 3. Aaron Fontaine, 47.
And a bonus.
And a 2-ball bonus.
Beautiful shot by Fontaine. Actually, almost not even on the head pin. It was like as far left as you could possibly go on that pocket, but you still made it work.
This ball coming in left to right.
That time it went too far left.
Ball was still coming towards the head pin when it hit it, so it was just enough oomph to graze it. All right, 5 on the first ball. Got the Cleary on the right side.
Named after Bob Cleary of Lexington, Massachusetts.
That is right.
Ooh.
Joey Lister looking at the baby split. 2 on the 7. No, a little too full. Up. 10 pinfalls late for Aaron. So that's going to be a 9 on the strike. 56 through 3.
His first open frame.
Yep. matching nines. 65 for Aaron, 45 for Joey.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Bobby bowled in our Tuesday League at Academy for many years, so haven't seen him in a little while. Hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what he thinks of having the shot to his namesake.
Oh, he's well aware.
Did he know?
Oh, he's well aware. Trust me.
I'm glad he knows.
That nickname's been around longer than I've known him.
Good, good.
Oh, what a strike in the fifth for Joey as he sits down.
The Lister liquidation in the fifth.
I first met Bobby Cleary like 20 years ago, and I think the nickname was still there then. So like I said, I think it predates the amount of time that I've known him. As Fontaine makes the high-low jack with some wood, he sits down. 75 on a ball for Aaron Fontaine.
Wow, so it's 329 for Lister Lees and 408 for Fontaine Baker, with 2 open marks on Fontaine Baker's end, 1 open mark for Lister Lees' end. It's a difference of 79 in Baker Fontaine for Baker Fontaine for the lead. Nate Lees.
Oh, no.
Another drop.
All right. Wasn't on a fill. Drops 2.
Baker is on a fill.
Fills a strike, looking for the double. He
Out.
drops 9, leaves the 4-pin. Nothing around it. Nate Lees a little closer. Takes out 3. Baker wide left on the 4-pin. That puts him at 74 at the half with the 9 fill. And Nate cleans up with the 9 box.
10 for Baker.
Yep. 61 through 6 for Nate. Baker at 84 through 6. 84 through 6. Handwriting kind of got me confused there for a moment, but we're all right.
Yeah, it's always, you have to have like better than 20/20 vision to see that projector from back here, and then you have to be able to read the legibility of the handwriting to boot.
Baker drops 9 again. 5-pin got tickled, but it didn't go.
That's what, a 3 drop for Lees with a slid.
Yes, the 5
pin.
pins. 5-pin slid over just a little bit.
Another bouncy ball, but
and he makes it. What a shot!
It works for him.
5-pin probably helped everything go. Baker missed a single again.
Another single miss.
2 singles missed in a row for Sean Baker. That is not like him. It was 2 in a row like that. He cleans up again for the 10.
What money does to you.
Yep.
This is the money match.
He's been around the block a time or 2 in this situation.
He sure has.
He sure has. Many TV appearances. 50 plus TV appearances to be exact.
Wants to go for the hat trick victory tonight in the money match series.
He is a men's world teams champion. Won his lone title 10 years ago. He was once a member of the Lucky Strike team. Nate drops 8. Baker with a 10.
Course correction right there for Baker.
Yep. Can't miss the single if you don't have one to shoot at.
Fix that problem real good.
Nate covers his spare. Yeah, Baker just say, I was just trying to stay behind the line.
So that's 89 in a bonus for Lees, 104 in a bonus for Baker through the 8th. Baker's been perfect on the head pin this game with only 1 split.
Yep. Almost pin perfect. He got a 9 box in the second, but other than that, he has not left a pin standing.
Lees on a mark.
A little splash. He's working on quietly now, 2 marks in a row.
Oh.
And Baker right through the middle, spread eagle.
Another head pin hit.
Nate's at 95 through 8 after his spare fill. Sean's got another one on a strike. And trying to have quick little comments. They're trying to figure out where Nate's going to play it. Sounds like he's going to go on the left end of that piece of wood.
I was thinking the left, yeah. Oh, a little full.
All right. Covers the right side. That'll be a tough one to make either way. And Sean chops just the 3.
5 fill on the strike for 109 and 8.
109 through 8. Nate with a 10, 105 through 9. Baker with a 9 of his own. 118 through 9. 1 box to go for the leadoff bowlers. Wide right.
Ooh.
Wait.
Ooh.
Oh, the horseman fall late. He's got just the 9 pin left. He's hoping for that wood to get out of the way.
He wasn't going to settle for a Kaliri.
Nope. Baker a little full. Yeah.
A perfect game of head pins for Sean Baker.
Wow, 10 for 10.
10 for 10.
2, 4, 6, 10.
10 for 10 and only 2 splits.
Nate's got a wide open look at the 9 pin right in the face. He needed to make that one. That wood might be frozen on the 2. I think he's got to go pretty full. Yep.
Nice shot
Just
by
like
Baker.
one. 128 in the ball for Sean Baker.
Wow.
115 in the ball for Nate Lees.
And that was a lightning strike of a spare. I mean, that was instant.
Yep, with that frozen wood right there. If he tried, if he had split, if he had been just a little bit light on the 2 pin, he's not carrying the 4. The ball would have deflected right in front of it. Nate fills his spare with 5. Baker. Is it going to be 8 or 9?
Looks like
it's going to be 8.
Looks like 8.
So that's a 136 second string for Sean Baker.
120
for Nate Lees.
120 for Lees. So the lead currently, Team Baker and Fontaine, they're ahead by 82 at the moment. But we still have 5 more boxes to go in this second game. It's 397 for Lister Lees, 479 for Fontaine Baker.
Nate jumps up 15 pins. He's at 225 for 2. Sean Baker at 266 for 2. Yankerman step back up. Aaron Fontaine filling a spare. Joey Lister filling a strike. And that's a double. Just what the challengers need. The man who's averaging $1.29 at Academy Lanes this year in our Tuesday Night Speed League.
That's wild.
It is wild.
Oh, come on. 9 on the fill for Fontaine.
I don't know if that piece of wood out in front is going to... I think that's good.
It looks like it's parked itself, and Darren is going down to check.
It's like that piece was hesitating to know whether it was going to want to roll back on the deck or not. It's not. It is in play.
Thought he almost tripped running back.
And he's got it.
Not a problem for Aaron Fontaine.
Plows it straight back for 2 in a row.
So talking about head pins and being perfect, Joey Lister is also currently perfect on the head pin this game. 6 for 6 with 3 splits.
Yep. Wide left, 7 on the first double strike fill. That puts him at 72 at the half. Fontaine also drops 7.
Is that 7?
Yes.
It is 7. Yes, thank you.
Yes. 101 through 6. Ooh, right through the middle.
7 then 8.
Yep. 90 through 6. Fontaine 359 carries just the front 2. That tricky side saddle triangle. Lister with the 10, 100 through 7. Fontaine with a 10, 111 through 7.
Love to see that.
Really light. That's still mixing for him. 3 and the 6 left. Fontaine through the middle. 3-6 on the right. 2-4-7-8 on the left. No wood to help. Lister 3-6. Wooden back of both. No. A hair either way. And that goes. Aaron goes to the left side. Leaves the 8 and back.
He had a talent on that.
He did.
On that shot. I didn't see that.
As Joey gets the 10. 110 through 8. Aaron with a pretty 10, 121 through 8. And then this is 2-pinner. The wood was frozen on the 3 and the 6. So I think he put the ball in that perfect spot where the wood's not going to snap up and do anything for you. Lister in the 1-2 pocket, another strike. 3rd strike of the string for Joey Lister.
He's getting dangerous now.
He is getting dangerous. Fontaine wide left, drops. Let's see if that corner pin's going to go. It's not.
And it's almost like I even detect a hint of intimidation now as Lister's kind of finding his ball here. 3 marks in 5 boxes. 3 strikes in 5 boxes, that is.
Fontaine carries the horseman. Oh, wait. Let's see. I don't think this thing's going to have enough oomph, but we'll see. Nope, doesn't even get to the 7th pin. Hoping for that wood to get way away from there. And it goes right into the gutter. And that's a 10.
A triple X throwdown for Aaron Fontaine. 3 10s in a row, 131 through 9. Joey Lister, 120 and a bonus through 9.
Lead in the match is down to 73. Oh, half Worcester right on the first ball.
The ride had to end at some point.
Fontaine drops 9, leaves the 7. 3 pieces of wood way off to the right. They should stay right over there. Oh, Lister a little light. Looks like he's going to fill his strike with an unfortunate 6. 126 through 9 for him. Fontaine misses his single.
Oh.
It's a little quick at the line there. The bowlers were saying before the match that lane 10 was a little slipperier than lane 11. Lister gets the 9. Fontaine as well. So Aaron Fontaine with a second string 140. Joey Lister with a 135.
That's what I got.
Aaron with a 2-string total of 278. Joey with a 2-string total of 252. So after 2, the 2-time defending champions with a commanding 544 to 477 lead.
A difference of 67 in the grand total pinfall.
They chopped about, oh, what, 15 to 20 pins off the lead at its highest.
Something to that effect, yeah.
So Nate and Joey could use a few more strings just like that. Let's see, 1, 2.
All right, folks, welcome to game 3 of 5 here in the Money Match, episode 17 at Exeter Bowling Lane Shooter Sports Pub in Exeter, New Hampshire. Justin Scali and Steve Kelly on the call. Great to have you along with us this evening. We're watching 4 fantastic bowlers bowl 5 fantastic strings apiece.
Mentioned before, this is Sean Baker's 7th appearance in the Money Match series. He got an average of 119.73 coming into today. He's on his fourth different partner now. Yeah, Sean McKinley in the inaugural match as he takes out the 6 and the 10.
And that's not to say that's a bad thing. It just means he's been around the game for that long.
Had a couple cameos with a couple of Hall of Famers and Bobby Whitcomb and Craig Holbrook. And now pairing up with Aaron Fontaine. Sean Baker recently turned 50 years old. He is now Hall of Fame eligible. So, you know, the next induction ceremony. Oh, what a
nice 10.
What a 10 for Nate. Takes out the 5, 7, 8. I believe the next Hall of Fame induction ceremony is next year, 2027. Safe to say is he will be on the list of candidates to be inducted this go around. Baker a little light. Still mixing. And they will settle with a 2, 7, and the 10. Oh, that piece of wood's in a perfect spot.
And Nate Lees, I like that leave as well.
Oh.
Maybe a little less than
I
Baker's.
think he'd want this piece. I think Nate would want that piece of wood to be a little further right.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Baker hit the front cap of the wood in the wrong spot to kick the object forward.
Nate's going to have to go like pretty much right at the 3 pin. Oh, maybe not.
It goes.
I guess anywhere around the stripe was going to go. I wasn't sure.
It's always the ones you don't think that will go that won't go, and the ones that, and vice versa.
Nate didn't have the greatest piece. Didn't have the greatest piece of wood. Sean's looked like his was all lined up. He just needed to hit the object pin, and he missed it. So 17 through 2 for Sean Baker. Nate Lees at 20 and a ball. Baker with us breaking up the split. 2 and the 4. Piece of wood off to the right. And Nate drops 9.
That 7-pin moved a lot.
My wife just sent me this. And Baker uses the wood, slides it right in. He spares in the third.
9 fill for Nate Lees.
And right on it, right in the face.
Oh, was that good?
Yep, that's it. Oh, yeah.
Marked as good? Okay.
Yep. Oh, yep. It's clear as day.
Yep. Bowler's call, so I was just holding for that because I thought I saw something, but happens so fast, and I don't want to be the one to make the call.
Yeah, I got blocked out there for a split second, but it definitely
All good.
ball got the pin with no problem.
8 fill for Baker.
Baker drops 8. 6 in the 10, 2 pieces of wood. Nate fills his spare. No, half Worcester left. Red liner to the left on this piece of wood should be fine. Yep, there he goes. 2 in a row for Baker. Nate, oh no, right through the bunny hole. And that is a 7. 48 through 4 for Nate Lees. Sean Baker, 45 on the ball.
And he's still perfect on the head pin.
Unreal. This is what?
14, at least 14.
At least 14 consecutive
And
head pin
then
hits.
plus 3 off the first game, so he's 17 in a row.
Wow, 17 straight head pin hits. 17 straight head pin hits. Make that 18 with a spread eagle.
Lees, oh, okay.
All right, light hit on the head pin. That ball just cut back in there pretty late. Baker, ooh, covers the right side.
Tries to attempt for that CBN spread eagle spare money.
Yep.
It was eligible.
He's got to go high. No, it pretty much need to go on the cap and spins it right back.
Eight for Baker, 57 through 5. Lees, 8, 56 through 5. Halfway through for one participant of each pair. It's 6:01 for Fontaine and Baker at the moment, and 5:33 for Lister and Lees. 5 boxes into the third game. The next 5 boxes will bring us to exact halftime in the money match. Here at Exeter Lanes, Justin Scali and Steve Kelly on the call. It's the money match 17th installment. Lister and Fontaine next. Fontaine leads off. The 7 drop and a split. Lister with a half Lister on the left side. Fontaine's got the 7, 9, 10. Lister poked out the 2 and the 8. Now Fontaine's shot. I'd play the leftmost wood, I think.
Yes, I would too.
But not like that.
Not like that.
At an angle.
Yeah, we wanted to catch on the left side of that cap. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
No. Wide. No. Everything but the head pin.
7 for Fontaine.
That's a 7 for Fontaine. All right, Lister with a 10.
So both teams have thrown 63% perfect boxes, just in different combinations of numbers, but that is wild. Fontaine and Baker narrowly ahead in the boxes 1 department. 9 drop for Aaron Fontaine. Lister, another, well, not quite a half Lister, but not quite much better. It's a 4 drop and a split for Lister. 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 10. Single pin spare acquired with wood for Aaron Fontaine.
And Lister snags a check mark on the right. Got the 4 and the 7 left. He settles for a 9 there, 19 through 2. little more about Joey Lister, coming to us from the largest city in the Granite State, Manchester, New Hampshire. As I previously mentioned, carrying an average of 129 at Academy this year in our Tuesday night speed league. 129.47 to be exact, as Fontaine with a strike in the third. Strike on spare for Aaron Fontaine.
It didn't look like it at first. That last pin took a real long time to figure it out.
Joey Lister looking at the 3, 6, and the 10. Doesn't go anywhere near the piece of wood, and he misses it just wide right.
He'll take a 10.
So he got to 10. 29 through 3.
Yeah, that late falling pin, it took so long to go down.
Yep. Yep. Averaging 129 Academy, 122 is house league at Lakeside. High single of 217, which is an Academy Lanes house record, which he threw not too long ago. 452 high triple, 748 high 5, which he threw twice in our Tuesday league this year. And a high 10 of 1361. Fontaine looking at 2, 4, 6, 10. No.
This is the object.
7 on the strike. Joby 1, 2, 7, 6, 10 takes out just the front 2. Fontaine with an 8. Lister with a 9. Aaron Fontaine sitting at 52 through 4. Joey Lister 38 through 4.
Aaron Fontaine is perfect on the head pin here in this game so far. He's been a little bit more inconsistent in previous games, but so far he seems to have cleaned that up. Another one there.
Fontaine with an 8 drop. Looks like he's not going to have anything to help. Oh, wait. That piece of wood decided to screech its brakes and back all the way back to the lip.
And I think it's still in motion.
It is still in motion. Joey's got the 5, 6, 7, and 10 with no wood.
Yikes.
Actually, with Aaron's ball, this isn't bad. Right tip of that wood, he's got a chance. Oh no!
Not quite.
I think he needed to be. Oh,
what an attempt.
Look at this. 6 off the wall into the 5.
Not a bad idea.
I think Aaron, like I said, with his left to right ball, he could have hit that piece of wood even just a little bit lighter, and it would have, and the ball might have carried the 9. But alas, he cleans up for the 10 for a 62 half. Joey Lister, good pinning, but only a 47.
So we are at halftime, and currently the defending champions, Aaron Fontaine and Sean Baker, are in the lead by 83 with 663. No open marks anywhere. Joey Lister and Nate Lees are at 580 at your exact halftime total score update.
We have seen a lead larger than this erased. John Winchell and Brian Fuller Jr. have the record for a 102-pin comeback against Freshie and Dave Barber when they went on their 5-match winning streak.
So needless to say, stay tuned.
We are long ways from done.
Oh yeah, we still have a whole other half of a match to go. And look at these symmetrical leaves. 7 drops and splits for both. Sean Baker 7-9-10, 7-8-10 for Nate Lees.
Yeah, mirror images. I'm going left side of that wood if I were Nate. And no, wood goes right in front of the 10. And Baker's trying to pick his pins, and he gets nothing on that one.
Baker got a raw deal on his.
Yep. And
10.
That is good. Yep. Ball hits the stripe, goes off the wall, and takes the 10. Nate's down a bit this year average-wise, only averaging a 110. All of his leagues, actually. Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, don't know about ACST, but he's averaging 110 in the Friday Pro League out of Metro Bowl, and 110 in our Tuesday League at Academy as well.
Well, nothing down about that.
No
There's a strike.
No doubt about that one. Striking the 7th for Nate. As Sean Baker says, so strike of his own.
Don't you love that when you finally catch a break and you finally throw a great ball that works for you, then your opponent does exactly the same thing in return?
Yep. Nate, as he has for many years, has Exeter Lanes as his home house in ACST play. Nate looking for the double. Oh, no.
5-7.
Baker wide right. Okay, a couple pins fall late. 1, 2, 4, and 5.
Oop, sorry, you're good.
That's all right.
That was my bad.
Okay.
My shoe was on it.
All right. Trying to stand up and get a closer look.
Yep.
And oh, what a shot!
Beautiful
Nate
shot.
Lees makes the 5-7 for its spare. Pretty. Check and see what was frozen on the 5-pin there for Sean, because it might have been able to help him make the shot, but got to hit the object pin. 7 on the strike, 82 through 7, and a 10.
And let's watch this again.
92 through 7.
Just that nice hit on the right side of the 5. Just go dink and doink right
Nate
on
goes
it.
spare on strike. That's the shot that gets the challenges into high gear.
That was a hit.
That was a heavy hit, only 5. Baker on the 2-pin. Also drops 5. He's got the 1, 3, 7, 9, and 10. Nate's looking at the spread eagle minus the 3. Piece of wood behind the 7 and in front of the 6-10. He goes left. Oh, look at this.
Pretty.
Everything but the 7.
Very elegant.
Baker takes out just the 1 and the 9 on that. It's got the 3, 7, and the 10 left. Trying to ricochet there, gets only a 9 for a 110 through 9. Baker with a 9 of his own, 101 through 9. It is a personal high single of 189, high triple 464, high 5 is 697. Member of the New England Flooring World Championship team, as Nate with a strike in the 10th. Great back half for Nate Lees. And Baker looking at the 6-7.
6-7. Nate Lees went 9 for 10 in the head pin that game.
Yeah.
Baker finally broke his streak of head pins in these last 2 boxes. 3 boxes.
Oh, what a bid. Oh, Sean just gave him the look. Just gave Nate the look like, oh, you're lucky. Like, instead of to say, oh, you're lucky, I missed that one. And he had a little extra room to help there with that piece of wood on the 7, but he got it light, but still a little too full. Anyhow, 111 third string for Sean Baker.
Nate Lees rounding this out, 120 and counting with a strike fill, 2 balls.
First ball was 7. And an 8 for a 128 third string for Nate Lees. A 3-string total of 353. That's more like Nate Lees' last 2 strings.
And then 377 for Sean Baker with that 111 in the 3rd.
All right. Little lead is down to 65. Nate with a 72 back half. They cut 18 pins off the lead. Lister and Fontaine get back up to finish off their 3rd string. Lister in the 1-2 pocket. Seems to be his strong side. Leaves the 6 and the 9. Fontaine's strong side as well, as they both come in left to right. Lister goes outside. No, plucks the 6-pin. And cut back in at the last second. Fontaine 5, 6, and 10. No. Just a little too far to the right.
Wrap around and past the 5.
Yep, the wood spun right past the 5.
Lister 10, Fontaine 10.
Matching 10, 72 for Fontaine through 6. Lister at 57. So 3 of the 4 bowlers in today's match were part of the Pro Series playoffs yesterday, along with yourself.
Along with myself, yes.
Along with yourself.
I threw a great 2 games. And then I went home.
Remind me again who you bowled. I know we talked about this
It was
before.
Chris Ryder.
Ah, Chris Ryder, yes. The first Canadian Pro Series member in history, as he joined last year.
And I told him after he beat me, I said, you better run this because you had a long drive to get here.
Well, it was not him, but his compadre there, Devin Brooks, went all the way for the title. His first season as a Pro Series member, as he is the inaugural Canadian champ.
And Chris Ryder, he won the singles knockout tournament at Worlds at Leda Lanes.
Yes, he did.
Just 2 years ago.
Yes, he did.
That's a 10 for both bowlers all around. Lister 67, Fontaine 82. Fontaine perfect so far in the head pin this game. 3 boxes to go. We're through 7.
Yep. In fact, 2 of Devin's victims on the way to the title are actually bowling against each other right now. As Devin took out Aaron in his quarterfinal matchup, and then Devin outlasted Joey for the title.
Survive and advance.
Yep. Lister 4 on his first ball. Goes right. And, oh no way.
Good try.
Looked like one piece of wood was going to roll off the other and go take the 9.
I thought it had a chance based on the mix.
Yeah, exactly. And Lister with the 10.
3 in a row.
3 10s in a row. 77 through 8. Fontaine with an 8. 90 through 8.
Both of these bowlers struggling a bit this game.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fontaine less so, though.
Yeah. Aaron had those 2 marks early on in this string, but hasn't done anything since. Lister markless. 77 with no marks through 8.
Pinning well, though.
And he changes that with a strike in the 9th.
Fixed that.
He fixed that in a hurry. Fontaine matches with a strike of his own.
That's what we call a so what.
So wow. 2 sets of matching strikes in this string. There is no defense in this game, but a good defense is more offense.
Absolutely.
Lister.
8 so far.
Wide left drops 8. Fontaine looking to double. No, beautiful ball. Drops 9.
Fontaine 9 for 10 on the head pin this game with 4 splits.
Joey's basically going to want to shoot for that hole to the left of the head pin. Want to catch the pin in the wood at the same time. And no, it doesn't go.
96 through 9 with that 9 fill.
And oh no. Oh.
Scare me a bit.
Fontaine with a fortunate ricochet off the cap. So Joey Lister 9 on the fill, 9 on the box, 105 third string. Aaron Fontaine with a strong finish, 120 on a ball. He's got a fill ball here for 400. He's only a couple pins away. And he gets 6 for a 126.
404.
404 for 3.
Triple not found.
I thought it, you said it.
I threw a 404 in Worlds this fall, so that also stuck in my mind. I was like, I made that joke before. I was like, yeah, 404, triple not found.
I may not work in tech anymore, but you can certainly never forget the 404.
Oh yeah, there's some jokes are timeless.
You can never forget that error code.
Absolutely. So Baker and Fontaine lead by 71 now through 3 with a 781. Lister and Lee's 710 at the end of the 3rd. As we go on to game 4.
As we go on to game 4. So I have not mentioned this yet, but so we have quite the waiting list.
You certainly
we
do.
have quite the queue to get in the into the series. We've got 7 teams on the list. A few familiar faces, a few new faces. The new faces include our next in line, a pair of Jonathan Boudreau and Brian Crowell.
Well, that should be a good pair.
That should be. They've paired up before.
Yeah.
They've paired up before in Pro Series play. So they are next in line. Danny Harris and Justin Waters will be right behind them. And then the return of Dave Barber and Josh Daly.
Who can dethrone Fontaine and Baker should they succeed in this match?
As Nate dropped another.
Another 6-7. 6-7.
Oh.
How many times are we going to see that on lane 10 in particular? It's all about the lane 10 6-7.
Yeah, they've all been on that lane. That's true.
Yeah. It's like you just start recognizing patterns, and you're like, is it me recognizing this, or is this actually happening? And it's actually happening.
Oh, he's got it. Luck.
10 for Baker, spare for Lees.
Fortunate bouncer off the wood. You get that one? There we go.
I did, yep. I'm just catching up on the button presses. Watch this. Off the wood.
Yeah.
And off the wall.
Ball. Yep.
Yeah.
Ball came down from the heavens. As Baker crosses over with a strike.
He wasn't going to let this nonsense go on for much longer.
Nate a little full. No way. Oh, he breaks up.
Oh, the 6 moves.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's another 6-7.
I swear that 3-pin was going to knock down the 6, but it slides it over instead. 8 on the fill.
So if you're watching this and you're under 30, you're probably having a ball right now with all these funny leaves. He misses it this time, though.
Yep. Not quite in the right spot. Need to be a little more left to get any shot of sending anything over towards the 7. But gets the 9, 27 through 2.
Here's Baker's strike again. You know, he saw Lee's spare, and he goes, you know what? Stop this crap. I'm back.
Baker filling the strike.
Ooh.
With
yikes.
7 on the first ball. That's
yikes.
not horrible.
Although that wood, I like that wood though.
Yeah, now that one goes away. He's going to have to use that cap. With a light hit. All right. Triangle left there, 2, 4, 5. Baker's going to want to hit the cap, or favoring the left side of the cap. And, oh!
Nice attempt.
Came screaming back off the wall, went just behind the 10. Wanted to go on the left side of the cap to try to send it all towards the 10. As Nate gets a spare. 2 marks and 3 boxes to start game 4. Baker 39 through 3. Nate Lees 37 through 3.
Seven drop for Baker, leaves the 1-8-10. Nate Lee's on deck with a mark. Second spare of the game.
Something.
On the head pin, mixing 6. 16 in the third for 43. Baker 1-8-10. It's gone.
It is gone. Plows it back. Minor correction on Nate Lee's. This is his 5th money match. Sorry, 6th money match appearance. He's a 2-3 record.
That's not bad. 66%.
And oh, 3, 6, 7, 10 is gone. Had the piece of wood in front.
Most
knocked right
impressive.
over. Yep. Nate's 2 victories. He was paired with Josh Daly. They were the team that ended John Winchell and Brian Fuller Jr.'s reign, and then they backed it up with a victory over Amanda Carroll and Jeff Surratt in their only appearance.
Baker mixes 6 on his spare fill for 55 through 4.
Yep. 1, 2, 9, and 10. Nate fills his spare with, wait, is it 7? Yep.
Standing in the gutter.
And that is down.
But it is down.
That is down.
Yep.
That pin is down. Once it leaves the deck, it's down.
Subject of much debate, apparently, on Candlepin Chat, but to me, it's pretty cut and dry.
Well, when it's standing in the gutter, it's definitely cut and dry.
Yeah.
Cut and dry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one's a little more obvious.
1, 2, 4 for Nate Lees for 3 in a row off the wall. Wait a minute. Oh, in between.
Not quite.
A little too light. Baker field goal for an 8.
63 through 5.
And that's a 10 for Nate. 70 half for Nate Lees. 70.5 for Nate. Yeah.
So Baker and Fontaine have dropped a little bit in their lead.
Yep.
They're now only leading by 64
Yep.
with 8:44, and then 7:80 for Lister and Lees.
Yeah, but it has not been written on the official scoreboard yet, but it is a 10 in the fifth for Nate and a 70.5.
Yep, should be. Yep, there it is now. Now it's official. Just a little bit of ahead of them.
Lead is now 66 in favor of the champs. As Fontaine and Lister get back up.
64, I think. 780 minus 844.
Yep, 64. 64.
Or 844 minus 780, I mean.
Yes. Fontaine drops
Ooh.
9. Oh, the pin slides by the 5 and doesn't touch it. Joey held onto that ball just a little bit too long. He's got the cluster of 6 on the right.
The six-pack brought to you by Shooter Sports Pub. Check it out when you're here. Spare.
Fontaine picks his single. Wide right for Lister. 1, 5, and 10 left.
Drinks responsibly. Takes 3 of the 6 cans.
Oh, good 9 for Joey.
Solid 9.
I doubt just about everybody in the candlepin bowling world knows by this point, Aaron Fontaine is the son of the legendary Tom Ulster.
As is his brother, Nate
His
Fontaine.
brother Nate Fontaine, who's your world's teammate.
My teammate. Can't not mention him.
That's right. I don't know if he remembers this, Nate, if you're watching, but I partnered up with him one time in the old adult youth pro series event that we had for a few years. We got paired up together. We actually won a match. As Lister with a spare. Fontaine with a 9, 23 through 2.
Oops. There we go. So Lister had a 6-pin leave with a perpendicular piece of wood in front of it, a little far out, but he took it no problem on the just slightly west of the red line. Fontaine.
Loud 9 drop. And that's a spread eagle for Joey Lister.
A 4-drop spread eagle and a 4-fill. Fontaine, he's got it.
Picks it clean.
Feast on that.
Oh. Leaves the 3 and the 6.
Hungry for those spread eagle attempts. $10, $33.
Yep, cleans up for the 10. Matching 33s through 3. Fontaine filling a spare, however.
33 for the moment, and then plus
7.
That'll be a 7-fill.
Lister, oh God, again?
I'm not saying it this time.
Yeah, let's not.
A 7-6. That has to be like the 5th or the 6th or the 7th, 6-7. I swear.
Fontaine looking at the setback. 2, 7, and the 5. Wait, no, the ball.
Not quite.
Ball did not come back.
Lister takes the 6, but leaves the 7.
Fontaine with a 10. Lister with a 10 of his own. 50 through 4 for Aaron Fontaine. 43 for Joey Lister. One more box, then they will sit down. Through the middle. Leaves a big 4. 2 and the 2. 4, 7, 6, 10. Joey with the mirror image now, the 4 and the 10.
Oh, finally, something different.
Aaron waiting for the wood to settle down.
It's got to be frustrating. You just get the same leave. You're consistent, but not in the right way. So that's a banana split, 4, 6, 7, 10.
think Aaron was hoping that wood moved a little bit more to the right so he could use it. He's going to go there anyway. Oh, no. Oh, my. Oh, what a bid.
What a try.
And
Look
Joey
out.
Lister makes the 4-10.
Look out. 6-7, nothing. Nice 10 for Aaron.
Aaron with the 10, 60 at the half. Joey Lister, 53 on a ball.
Yep.
Left tip of the wood. Ball takes the 4. Wood takes the 10.
Wow. So that's 9:04 for Aaron Fontaine and Sean Baker, and 8:33 for Joey Lister and Nate Lees. One open mark for Lister and Lees going into the second half of the fourth game.
71 pin lead for the champs with 15 boxes to go. One mark on the board for Joey Lister. As Nate wide right leaves the 1 and the 2. Baker with a beautiful ball, drops 9. Hoping for that wood to stay right where it is. He's got the 6 pin left. And
Oh, well, it's doable.
it is doable. Nate, oh no, we needed that one.
Ouch.
Nate,
Just pushed a little too hard on that one.
he's got to be careful with this piece of wood. He's got a couple spots he can go. And he tries to get by the wood and does not get the 6.
Scared him off.
Elf.
Lees will take a 9. Baker will take a 10.
Sean Baker, 73 through 6, 79 through 6 for Nate Lees. Hall of Famer Alfie Johnson off to my right. Just walked in the building.
Nice.
Founder of Candlepins for Cancer.
If you want me to pass you a headset, let me know.
Oh, Nate drops 9. Beautiful ball.
Baker will take a check mark. 6 drop. 3, 5, 6, 10 for Baker, and just the 10 pin for Nate Lees with a piece of wood.
Yeah, the tricky one. I think he's got to try. I think he has to try to get by the wood.
He will.
And he's got it.
And he does.
Yep, I'm with you, Nate. I did not trust that wood. Baker a little full on the check mark. He's got the 5 and the 10 left.
Always a piece of advice. If you can avoid playing the wood, do it.
Yes. See the pin. If you can see the pin, play the pin.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a single.
Take the clean shot. As tempting as the wood may look, take the shot. Because you'll remove the randomness factor or the weird unexpectedness of a ricochet.
So Nate Lees at 89. The challengers have two fills up. Nate fills his spare with 6. That puts him at 95 through 7. Baker through the middle. He's got drop 6. 3-6 on the right, 4-7 on the left. Nate's got 4 horsemen right. Going outside. He's got it 2 in a row. Baker takes the right side. Ooh, I thought that was going to come over and tap the 4. It stopped just shy.
Hit it just a little full and not enough to get off the sidewall.
Yep. And that's a 10. That's like I wish my golf ball could do on the green. A little backspin.
So Lees with 105 with that 4 horseman rundown spare.
Yes, happy golf season to the golfers out there. Especially many of us bowlers that do play this crazy game.
I play mini golf.
All right. Oh, Nate breaks up the split. 2 in the 4, piece of wood, right around where the head pin would be.
Baker. 4 fill. No, sorry, not a fill.
Baker is not filling a
sorry,
mark.
I was looking at Lee's. Yeah.
Nope.
Just a 4 drop.
Nate fills his spare with 8. Gonna go
Yes.
right. Oh no! Oh no! That's it. Oh no!
He's doing that a lot. Just
That's been his miss. His miss has been right.
yeah.
Oh no!
Baker
bit
misses
the
it
hole.
too.
And unlike the last one, yep. Nate puts it. Nate does what he needed to do there and hit the piece of wood. Unfortunately, it's only for a 10 box. And that's a 5 box for Sean Baker. Very uncharacteristic 5 box.
Just had a bit of a heck of a time with that miss on the second ball. Baker not at triple digits through 9, and I feel like that's the first time I've seen that this match. His head pin hits have dropped off too, only 5 for 9.
Nate drops 9. He's going to wait. Piece of wood. Oh, piece of wood was coming back at the 5. It touched it but didn't go.
Made contact.
That's 9 more pins Nate could have had. But he's got to look here at the 5 pin for a spare. Baker looking at the 4, 5, and the 7. And Nate right on it.
Target acquired for Nate Lees.
Hit the piece of wood on the right-hand side. Baker going down by the 10 pin, which is where he needed to go. Maybe a little further, right? That was gonna be a tough. That'll be a tough one to carry either way. So Baker for the 9 and a 106.
Nate Lees 133 and counting. He has 6 marks this game. It is a for Baker. Right? No.
Baker the 4-string total of 483. Oh, Nate finishes this with an 8 fill on the spare for a 141. Nate Lees has been dynamite after that first string. 141
for Nate Lees.
For a 4-string total of 494. And just like that, the lead is down to 43.
That is wild.
Since we hit the halfway point of the match, the challengers have cut 40 pins off the lead. It's down to 43. Minus. Oh, that's right. That's right. Nate and Joey had the double fill.
He'll fill 7.
Joey fills his with 7. That gets the lead under 40. 3, 5, and 7 with no wood. Fontaine's got the triangle on the left. 2, 4, and 5. And oh no. Gets the 2-pinner at the 5-pin, goes right in front of the 7. Fontaine covers the triangle for the spare. Ten for Lister. So he ends up being a 60 half for Joey Lister, 70 after 6. Aaron's also at 70, and he's got a fill working. The overall lead in the match is 36 pins, plus this fill. Joey drops 8, 3 in the 9, 2 pieces of wood. He's gonna have to go way high and drive that back. Fontaine, crossover ball for his ball, crossover pocket for his ball. Drops 6, 76 through 6. Lister way up top and drives it home. Where it needed to be, spare in the 7th for Lister. Fontaine looking at the 5, 7, 8, 10, chops out just the 5. He's got the 7, 8, and the 10 left. Got a plank right in front of the 7, 8. Only gets 1. So an 8 for Fontaine. He's at 84 through 7. Joey Lister aiding in the ball as we take another look. Right up top on the piece of wood and drove the 3-pin straight back into the 9. That's where you had to be.
It's helpful when you just have a piece of wood that's just close enough like that.
Oh, yes, indeed. All right, 6 on the fill, 86 through 7. 4 horsemen right. Fontaine, 7. 6, 9, 10 triangle with 2 pieces of wood in front. Oh, just gets by. Only going to take out 2. He's got the 1 and the 10 left. Aaron looking to plow this straight back, and he does. Big spare in the 8th for Fontaine. Lister with a 10. Good cleanup. 96 through 8.
How does he hit this? He goes
right around the stripe.
Right
around the stripe,
Correct.
I think. Yep.
I've been, just for my own, I've been studying just how those kinds of shots are hit, where it's a piece of wood a little bit further out from the target.
Yeah, sometimes that little 1/4 of an inch is all that matters.
Yeah, just studying that for my own interests.
Fontaine, another split. He's almost better. I mean, not that he's necessarily controlling which pocket he throws his ball in, but he's almost better off staying in the 1-2 pocket. Seems like majority of the time he crosses over as Lister with a beautiful spare.
Nice work.
Seems like the majority of the time, at least in the last couple strings, when Fontaine crosses over to the 1-3 pocket, he leaves a funky configuration. And Fontaine matches with a beautiful spare of his own. 4-7-10.
Well done.
You need to split those two pieces of wood perfectly, and that's exactly what he got. Aaron, Joey Lister, a 106 plus.
Ooh, slid a pin.
5 as the 5-pin slides over. Fontaine strike on spare, 3 in a row. Yeah, another 1-3 pocket hit this time. Not a split. Oh. Lister goes way left. Leaves a 7. And that's a 9 for Joey Lister, 120 through 4.
131 and counting for Fontaine.
Aaron Fontaine picking his partner up in a big way. 60 at the half. He's already got 4 marks and 5 boxes in this half and 3 in a row. Looking for the double, drops 8.
8 so far.
121, okay, so 139 with a ball to go.
He had a 404 triple. And a 10
For
fill.
141 as he goes 40 out the last 2 boxes.
Wow.
That puts him at 545 for 4.
For 4. Nearly a 600 for 4. And he went perfect on the head pin for that game. Holy moly. Yeah, 138, 140, 126, 141. Yeah, that is, jeez.
So at the end of 4,
I'm like,
Aaron Fontaine and Sean Baker lead Joey Lister and Leighton Lees 1,028 to 971, a 57-pin lead. The lead got down as low as 36, but the script once again has changed pretty quickly.
that number for Fontaine is so high. I was like double checking the math. I was like, that's right?
Fontaine,
Insane.
Fontaine 2 matches ago, the last match that I was sat in this broadcast booth.
Insane in the Fontaine.
Fontaine had through a 689 5-game series to set the individual money match record. That is could be in jeopardy here today.
Yeah. I wish I could throw a near 600 in 4
As
games.
Nate Lee starts the 5th string of the strike.
There we go.
Sean Baker is looking at a 10-pin with nothing in front of it. And he misses wide right.
A little bit too much.
Ooh.
He'll take a 9.
He'll take a 9. He missed it wide left and put it right in the hole. Just to the left of the 10-pin. And to take a look at Nate's strike once again.
1-3 pocket.
4-pin last to go.
He just got away with it. That 4-pin. Courtesy of the sidewall and that piece of wood that decided to come back into play off the gutter.
Baker wide left. They're still going.
8 drop.
They're still going.
9 drop.
Leaves just the head pin. Oh no, wide left.
But not a bad leave considering.
Yeah, not too bad. Looked like he lost his balance a little bit there. Baker takes advantage. Spare in the 2nd. Nate looking at the 1, 3, 6, and the 9. Uh-oh. Wide left. That's a 6 fill. So 16 in the first box for Nate Lees. And just 2. So 24 through 2. Sean Baker, 19 in the ball. Baker fills his spare with a strike. Beautiful thin mix and ball.
That's a big 20.
That is a big 20. Love those 20 boxes when you can string them together like that.
Oh, yeah.
Nate, monkey see, monkey do once again. There's the third set of matching strikes in this match.
Matching strikes in the match. You'll love to see it.
Love to see it. Some good bowling here today.
Nate Lee is 2 for 3 with strikes so far this game.
He's at 34 plus 2. Sean Baker 39 plus 2. Looking for the double. Everything but the 7. Woods in a good spot. Nate a little too full.
Chops 5 by the looks of it.
Yep. Baker with a clean look at the 7 pin. Good night. Clips the wood on the way by, but it was set up beautifully. Another 20 bucks. 49 through 3, 59 on the ball. Nate's at 34. Plus 2. Oh, I think it's where he needed to be.
7 fill for Lees this time.
Only gets 2 to carry, unfortunately, but 41 through 3. 6, 7, 10 left. And just carries the right side there for a 9 bucks. 50 through 4 for Nate Lees. Sean Baker, 59 on the ball. These guys will throw one more time before we sit down as we take another look at Sean Baker's spare.
One 3 pocket.
It's going to mix. I'm not sure he wanted that one to fall.
No. 8 fill though.
Good for the fill, not for the leave.
Right.
There's Nate wide left.
Takes 5 down.
4 down.
4 down.
4 down. The 5 pins up.
Yep.
1, 3, 6, 9 on the right. 4, 7 on the left. Piece of wood behind the off to the side of the 6. Baker goes up to the line and taking a closer look at the goalpost. He's got the 7, 10. 3 pieces of wood. If that were me, I'm going over by the 7 pin.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Because the way those, yeah, because I can roll.
I'm looking at the cap over there by the 7. I think I'm trying to get it in that area.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, we missed it.
A little too far right. Definitely needed to hit that. Definitely needed to hit that other piece of wood.
Lees chops a few.
Yeah.
Baker with a 9 for 76 through 5. Lees with a 9 for 59 through 5.
So Baker adds another 17 pins to the lead. The lead is back up to 74.
You look fantastic. I was watching it at home. I'm going to watch it first.
11:04, Fontaine and Baker. 10:30, Lister and Lees. Start the second quarter of the 5th and final game here in the Exeter Money Match, episode 17. Justin Scali, Steve Kelly on the call here with you.
From Exeter Lanes and Shooters Sports Pub in the Seacoast area of New Hampshire.
The house that Rob Ficara maintains. Rob also contributing part of the kitty for the match.
Yep. Fontaine 1, 7, 8, 10. No, gets the 8. Lister 4 horsemen right on the 7. Leaves the 6 pin. Aaron with an 8. Start off his 5th and final string. Lister with a 10. I was on the fun fact too with that 217 that Joey threw at Academy earlier this year. That also included a 5-bagger.
Ooh.
Not only did he hit the 4-bagger,
like
not only did he hit the 4-bagger pool, which had built up for a year or two. It got up, it was up close to 4,000, about 3,700, I think.
It's like the Lakeside Lanes 4-bagger pool. Don't remember the last time that was hit.
Fontaine.
It was hit recently-ish.
Yep. Fontaine just slides by the 3. Oh, good bid by Lister, leaves the 10. Aaron's got the 3 and the 7 left. And an 8 bucks. Lister with a 9. He's at 19 through 2. Fontaine 16 through 2. Yeah, a lot of guys had a crack at that four-bagger this year, but Joey Lister was finally the one to get at it. As both guys drop 9. Fontaine's got the 4-pin. He's got a piece of wood that's trying to make up its mind, and that could be a little tricky. Fontaine, sorry, Lister's got one right on the 9. Yep, wasn't sure about that. Lister covers his. Yeah, a little more.
Fontaine 9 or 10.
Fontaine under 10. I did not like the angle on that wood before he shot at it, and that shows, and that explains why.
Yeah, it's actually, I even caught it in the replay. Yeah,
Yep.
the way.
Yeah, the wood spun right by the 4, and the ball went the other way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lister had a much easier time.
Yep. Yeah, when the wood's right on the pin, it get a little bit easier. Fontaine with a strike. That piece of wood comes screaming back to take the 5. All right, Lister drops 6 on his spare. 35 through 3. Oh, that's a good setup, though.
Yeah, favorable wood.
Go over on the right side. And he's got it.
Beautiful.
Wood spun around in just the right spot. We could split the 6-10 and slide it right over.
Jeez, yeah.
2 in a row for Joey Lister.
Couldn't have asked for a better placement of wood on a shot like that.
Not one bit. Fontaine, 36, plus 2, drops 8. Lister fills his spare with 7, 4, 5, and 7. Fontaine with a clean look at the 5-8 for a spare, and he's got it. 2 in a row for Aaron Fontaine to end the first half. He sits at 56 in a ball. Joey's got to go way right, not far enough. Joey's at 52 through 4, 62 at the half. We make the turn for home. The defending champions lead by 68, 11-60 to 1092.
One open mark for the defending champions as well. So 1160 and counting.
Sean Baker's sitting at 559 with 5 boxes to go. Nate Lee's sitting at 553 with 5 boxes to go.
There's Lees with a 9 drop.
Baker a little full. Oh, wait a minute. And the 7-pin stays.
Got really quiet here all of a sudden.
Oh. Right, Nate misses his 10-pin. Sean's looking at the 7. And he's got it. Nate cleans up for a 10. Yeah, the house was hopping when the match started, but it seems to have cleaned out.
That the music stopped.
Yep. Only one lane going in the house at this point. But it is a Sunday night.
Yep.
As we've gone past 7 o'clock here on the East Coast. And 6 drop for Nate, little full. 2, 4, 6, and 7. Baker fills his spare with 7. 93 through 6. Nate's got 2, 4, 6, and 7 once again. It's like the 3rd time I think he's left that tonight. 3rd or 4th. Puts it right in the hole. Baker 2, 4, 8 leaves the 8.
Lister and Lees have 34 spares. Fontaine and Baker have 29 spares. Splits, excuse me.
Oh, splits?
Not spares, splits.
Okay. So a 7 for Nate, 9 for Sean. Nate Lees 76 through 7. Sean Baker 102 through 7.
But one of the big stories here that's starting to diverge more is the first ball average. Aaron Fontaine and Sean Baker are averaging 8.0 on the first ball. Lister and Lees are averaging 7.5 on the first ball.
Okay.
So the divergence there probably can increase your chances for other things like marks and such.
Right.
But the splits factor also comes into play.
Yep.
And that's, you have to be on the head pin, but it's a bit of a luckiness factor.
Oh, yeah.
Or how do you hit the head pin? Like applying the finesse on that kind of a ball.
Nate runs down the 1-3-6. Baker's got the eagle minus the 7. Wait a minute. Oh. Leaves the 2.
Piece of wood kind of just hung out in the gutter on the left side. I thought it was going to pop out, but then it went back in.
And that's a 10. 112 through 8. Nate Lee's 86 and a ball. The lead is 77 overall. These guys, challenges are going to have to start stringing some strikes together. I think, as Greg Gouillard would say, I think we're in the miracle zone right now.
Each passing box, it gets more difficult as we close in at the end of the match.
Nate drops 9 on his spare, 95 through 8.
It's a good way to start. Hello is right.
A light hit for Baker, drops 7.
3-7-10.
3-7-10. Go a little light on that. I'll go full on the 3. Try to send it over. Nate picks the 5-pin for a spare 2 in a row. A little lighter either side of the 3 should go. Oh no. Stand corrected, the 10-pin stays. And it clips it. Clips it for a 10 box, 122 through 9 for Sean Baker. That box puts him over 600.
605 and
Nate with a great mix off the quarter pin.
Well done.
Drops 9, leaves just the head pin, 114 through 9.
8 drop for Baker, not on the head pin.
Nate looking for 3 in a row. He's got it. He clips the head pin on, clips the piece of wood on the way by to get the head pin. Baker, oh!
Close. Exited the plate airborne in front of the 10.
Sends the head pin over to the 10, but it goes right in front.
That'll be a fouled 9.
That'll be a foul. Yep, that'll be a 9 bucks. 131 for Sean Baker and a 5-string total of 614.
124 and counting for Lees. He'll be playing this last spare fill here.
He bailed himself out nicely after that slow start.
And here it comes.
Ooh!
A 2 fill for 126.
And what's that, 620 on the nose?
620 for Lees.
620 on the nose for Nate Lees.
Not a bad showing. Sean Baker 614. Aaron Fontaine already over 600 before his last 5 boxes. Joey Lister at 539.
You had told me before this match Nate Lees would throw a 620. I'd say they have a really good chance of winning. But Joey Lister has struggled a little bit today. The pins have not exactly been friendly to him.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Fontaine has just been putting on a show.
As he does.
Yes.
As he always has. 3 episodes running.
Yep. Ooh. Joey's got Cleary left.
Like you said, the pins are just not working for him tonight.
Oh, Fontaine wide left, 4 on the fill.
6-pack right side.
60 at the half. Lister leaves the 9-pin. Wait a minute.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
yeah.
Trips the head pin late.
In fact, let's
no
double
kidding,
click
Aaron.
on that shot again. 3-6 pocket was the hit. Piece of wood then drifts over to the head pin and takes it down.
So 71 through 6 for Joey Lister. Aaron Fontaine at 70 in the ball. They are running the challenges out of boxes. Diamond right for Lister. Fontaine with a 7 drop. And a little full on the diamond. Not going to get it. Fontaine 3, 5, and the 9. Perfect hit. 4 in a row. Lister with a 10, 81 through 7. Fontaine is putting his foot down and putting it and shutting the door on this match.
Great shot. It's hard to take the sleeper out on a triangle like that.
Yeah, you've got to, you have to be full on the front pin when you're shooting at those. Provided there's no wood, of course. Fontaine drops 7. Lister looking at the 5, 7, 10 piece of wood off to the left. He's going to use it, and he misses wide left. Right side of that wood is what he's shooting for. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See ya.
Yeah. I believed.
5 in a row.
I believed.
A Fuller, Fontaine at 5 in a row. All right, 104 on the ball for Aaron Fontaine in the 8th. 89 for Joey Lister.
What a steal. What a steal.
That was the side of the wood he needed to hit at, but went a little slower than he would have thought.
That's 6-7 leave on the other lane now for Lister.
First one on that lane.
4 fill for Fontaine by the looks of
Oh, if
it.
he's going to continue the mark streak, it's going to be a pretty one.
Wood just not
That did not cooperate.
doing it for Lister.
All right.
Oh, it ends there.
Plucks the 2 pin. The streak ends at 5.
9 for Lister.
And I seem to bury the lead. The match is now mathematically over. So,
Fontaine,
despite Aaron's 6 blocks there, the champs will make it 3 in a row.
Fontaine and Baker do it again. They're up by 78 and counting.
Yep. Not going to match their 101 pin victory from the first go-around, but pretty substantial nonetheless.
Lister throws
As
it.
Joey Lister ends the night in style with a strike. Fontaine, 1, 2, 4, and 10. No.
Oh,
No, if you're gonna get screwed on a shot, now's the time to do it.
yeah. Now it's just
Aaron will throw his last ball down there for a 10 and a 124. Final string for Aaron Fontaine. And a
669.
5-string
Wow.
total. Mr. Isle, and he's gonna throw one down. And it's a 117 final string for Joey Lister, 5-string total
594.
of 594.
And that's ball game,
That
folks.
is ball game. Final score: Fontaine and Baker 12-83. Joey Lister and Nate Lees 12-14. They put up a good fight for a little while there, but the champs were just too much, Steve.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's a force of nature, Aaron Fontaine and Sean Baker, and we've seen for three matches running now, and this was no exception. And this was a whirlwind in particular for Aaron Fontaine. 669, incredible. You know, just hitting almost 600 by game 4. That alone is just nuts. And
Yeah.
just unbelievable.
Yeah, whenever you can get over 500 for 4, you're doing pretty good. Never mind getting to 545.
That is incredible.
Yeah, Joey Lister, tough day for him. Unfortunately, it's I don't think it's the last we're going to see of him in this series. He's one of the best going in the game right now.
For sure.
Right.
All right, folks. So stay tuned. Immediately following into this match, I'll put together a highlight reel for you for all the best all the best marks seen throughout the match. But we'll be going off mic. So, anyways, for everyone here at Exeter Bowling Lanes, Steve Kelly and Justin Scali signing off, and hope you enjoyed this match, and hope to see you at the next money match. Have a great one, everybody.
Nate Lees on the Brooklyn side, strike in box 2.
And Nate Lees starts it out. And Sean Baker not far behind him with a.
Oh, all right. Let's see. Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe helpful.
Oh, Baker with a beautiful. Fontaine, diamond right, no wood. Lister 1, 2, 4, 5, and 9. And Fontaine.
There it goes.
Say that 3 times fast.
Quarter Worcester Lister. Quarter Lister Worcester.
And Fontaine with a 6 fill. He's got 4 horsemen right. And he runs
See
them
ya.
down. Rob Ficara, our esteemed proprietor here, as usual, throws in another 500. And,
Ooh,
there's
strike.
Lister with a. And Fontaine sits down with hoping the wood would help trip the 5 over, not so much. But as Baker picks up the 2-pinner.
First 15 or so.
Yeah.
Then
On average, at least.
got to make him come back to something exciting.
Oh.
There's a spare there.
Spun something right behind the 10-pin. Baker for 3 in a row. He's got it. 125.
Baker Fontaine currently leading by 37 with that 205 to Lister and Lees is 168.
As Joey.
7-pin leave. Aaron Fontaine, head pin.
And down they go. 8 and the 9 for Joey. He gets just the 8. Fontaine. Ooh,
He's
just puts the 4-pin. That spin. And wants that piece of wood to get in the gutter, and there it goes. And spare with a little assist from the piece of wood. Aaron 3, 6, 10 runs it down. 3 in a row of his own.
Post came right in. We're like, okay, debate over.
Yep. Baker 3, little flutto.
Mr. Freshie.
Mr. Freshie, that's right. He crosses over, striking the 4th. He needed that one.
He sure did.
Baker looking at the 3, 6, 10 again. Yep.
See ya.
Nothing. Sean Baker, this is his 7th appearance. And Sean Baker, strike on spare to sit down. Lister in the 1-2 pocket, leaves 5, 7, 8. No wood to help. As that piece makes it official, goes in the gutter. And Fontaine did last time out, 1173 to 1144 victory over another main duo of Mark Webber. Did last time out, 1173 to 1144 victory over another main duo of Mark Webber and Mark Carrier as Fontaine. Fontaine light hit, drops 9-10. Oh, he's well aware, trust me.
I'm glad he knows.
That name's been around that nickname's been around longer than I've known him.
Good, good.
Oh, so what a strike in the 5th for Joey as he sits down. I think the nickname was still there then. So like I said, I think it predates the amount of time that I've known him. As Fontaine.
That's what, a 3-drop for Lees with a slid.
Yes, the 5
pin.
pins. 5-pin slid over just a little bit.
Another bouncy ball. But
And he's once a member of the Lucky Strike team. Nate drops 8. Baker with a 10.
course correction right there for Baker.
Yep. Can't miss the single if you don't have one to shoot at.
Fix that problem real good.
10 for 10.
10 for 10.
2, 4, 6, 10. Nate's
10
got
for
a,
10 and only 2 splits.
Nate's got a wide open look at the 9-pin right in the face. He needed to make that one. That wood might be frozen on the 2. I think he's got to go pretty full. Yep. Up. Aaron Fontaine filling a spare. Joey Lister filling a strike. And that's a double.
Thought he almost tripped running back.
And he's got it. The wood's not going to snap up and do anything for you. Lister in the 1-2 pocket, another
The
strike.
front cap of the wood in the wrong spot to kick the object forward.
Nate's going to have to go like pretty much right the 3-pin. Oh, maybe not. And Baker uses the wood, slides it right in. He spares in the 3rd. Red liner to the left on this piece of wood should be fine. Yep, there he goes. 2 in a row.
It's a 4-drop and a split for Lister. 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 10.
129 112.47 to be exact, as Fontaine with a strike in the third. Actually, well, actually, I don't know. Actually, don't know about ACST, but he's averaging 110 in the Friday Pro League out of Metro Bowl, and 110 in our Tuesday League at Academy as well.
Well, nothing down about that.
No
There's
doubt,
a strike.
no doubt about that one. Strike in the seventh for Nate. As Sean Baker says, all right. Trying to stand up and get a closer look.
Yep.
And oh, what a shot!
Beautiful.
Nate, member of the New England Flooring World Championship team, as Nate with a strike in the 10th. Anything since Lister, markless. 77 with no marks through 8.
Pinning well, though.
And he changes that with a strike. Fontaine matches with a strike of his own.
That's what we call a so what.
The pin and the wood at the same time. And no, it doesn't go.
96 through 9 with that 9 fill.
And oh no. Oh.
Recognizing patterns, and you're like, is it me recognizing this, or is this actually happening? And it's actually happening.
Oh, he's got it. As Baker crosses over with a strike. Wall went just behind the 10. Wanted to go on the left side of the cap to try to send it all towards the 10.
Baker 1-8-10.
Plows
It's
it.
gone.
It is gone. Plows it match appearance. He's a 2-3 record.
That's not bad. 66%.
And three cluster of 6 on the right.
The six pack brought to you by Shooter Sports Pub. Check it out when you're here. Spare.
Fontaine picked. I partnered up with him one time in the old adult youth Pro Series event that we had.
Fontaine, he's got it.
A little bit more to the right so he could use it. He's going to go there anyway. Oh no! Oh my! Oh, what a bid!
What a try!
And I think he's got to try. I think he has to try to get by the wood.
He will.
And he's got it.
And
On the right, 4-7 on the left. Nate's got 4 horsemen right. Going outside. He's got it 2 in a row. And for a spare. Baker looking at the 4-5 and the 7. And Nate right on it. The 2-pinner with the 5-pin goes right in front of the 7. Fontaine covers the triangle for the spare. Drop 6. 76 through 6. Lister way up top and drives it home. Aaron looking to plow this straight back, and he does. Big spare in the 8th for Fontaine, controlling which pocket he throws his ball in, but he's almost better off staying in the 1-2 pocket. Seems like majority of the time he crosses over as Lister. Fontaine crosses over to the 1-3 pocket. He leaves a funky configuration. And Fontaine matches with a beautiful. Fontaine strike on spare, 3 in a row. Could be in jeopardy here today.
Yeah. I wish I could throw in your 600 in 4
As
games.
Nate Lee starts to feel like he lost his balance a little bit there. Baker takes advantage, spare in the 2nd. Baker fills his spare with a strike. Beautiful fig 20. Love those 20 boxes when you can string them together like that.
Oh, yeah.
Nate, monkey see, monkey do once again. Baker with a clean look at the 7-pin. Good night. Clips the wood on the way by, but it was set up beautifully. Fontaine, Lister's got one right on the 9. Yep. Wasn't sure about that. Get a little bit easier. Fontaine with a strike. That piece of wood comes screaming. 35 through 3. Oh, that's a good setup, though.
Yeah. Favorable wood.
Go over on the right side. And he's got it. Fontaine with a clean look at the 5-8 for a spare, and he's got it. 2 in a row for Aaron Fontaine to end the first half. This is his 10-pin. Sean's looking at the 7. And he's got it.
Factor.
Oh, yeah.
Or how do you hit the head pin? Like applying the finesse on that kind of a ball.
Nate runs down the 1-3-6. Go full on the 3. Try to send it over. Nate picks the 5-pin for a spare, 2 in a row. Nate looking for 3 in a row. He's got it. Wait a minute.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
not going to get it. Fontaine 3, 5, and the 9. Perfect hit. 4 in a row. Right side of that wood is what he's shooting for. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See ya.
Yeah.
Not going to match their 101 pin victory from the first go around. 10. Nate Lees on the Brooklyn side. Strike in box 2.
And Nate Lees starts it out. And Sean Baker not far behind him with a